It is me, your Destiny Oracle. And I'm going to respond in this video to some comments that were made on YouTube to me. So let me just come up to my little bit here. So, long story short, someone put in the comments, they were not polite about it, but they put in the comments that they did not understand why I was talking about other games, why I was talking about Fortnite and things like that, and Destiny, when my channel is supposed to be about Destiny. Well, gonna tell you something, okay? My channel is not just about Destiny. My channel is about helping people. I don't believe that a YouTuber's channel should only be about one game. I don't believe that if something new comes out for a game you really like, you just stop playing all your other games and ignore all your other games and ignore all the other people that want to play games other than that one game that's had something new. I do information to help people and things. My channel is all about helping people. It's not about one particular game. It's about getting people the basic the truth. Sometimes just basic stuff. Sometimes it's stuff that they haven't heard. It's about getting you information that you need to know or you want to know. Telling you stuff that you can't get from the big YouTubers. Either because they don't want to tell you because it would make them look bad, or because it would mean that you may not want to sub to them, or because they've agreed with Bungie or Sony not to give out that information in return for getting something they want in return. Now, the person in question said that I was ranting about Fortnite. I was not ranting. I stated facts about the game. I passed on information that people like DPJ and Unknown Player are not passing on to you because they're being told to shut up by Epic Games. Also, I have found that channels which do more than one game, do more than one thing, give people a bit of variety, are more likely to get a higher number of views and a higher number of subs than a channel that only does stuff about one game. Because if you only do stuff about one game, then yes, sure, you're going to start off giving out info that's fresh and new and people need, but sooner or later it's going to hit the point where there is literally nothing you can tell people that they cannot get from the big boys, or that has not already been put out there by 1,000,001 other YouTubers. You don't get subs by telling people things that they already know. You get subs by showing people things that they will enjoy, teaching them things that will help them, and by making sure you know stuff and pass on stuff that no one else can or is willing to. When I first started out as a YouTuber, I made quite a few mistakes. And one of those mistakes was limiting myself to Destiny. Simple fact of the matter is, one of the reasons I do so many videos from the areas on my Minecraft game, which I used for bases for my headquarters for some of my projects, is because Minecraft is an extremely popular game. The most popular games out there right now are Destiny 1, Destiny 2, Ark, Minecraft. So Minecraft, Destiny's 1 and 2, Ark, and the fact is that these games have got a lot of people wanting to see stuff about them. Now, I will pass on the facts about stuff regardless of people's opinions, how they act towards it, whether they are happy it's been released or not. Now, that goes for my viewers, and that goes for the big companies as well. But you know what? Fortnite is a really, really bad game. Now, I've been accused of being against it and hating it and all this stuff, and it's just not true. It is also not true that everybody plays it. In fact, it is losing players by the day. One person even went as far as to contact me and request to be interviewed on one of my videos, which I did. And he not only said that he regretted the way he'd acted because of Fortnite, and explained detail by detail how obsessed he'd become with it, and how nasty he'd been to his friends and everything, and what he had jeopardised and put at risk and abandoned for Fortnite Battle Royale. But he also publicly apologised for being obsessed with Fortnite Battle Royale. I would also like to point something out. If the person in question I'm about to talk about is watching this, then they should know that they have not won. Okay, so the person is called The Miner, and long story short, as you're aware, we created the Order of the Virtues. The LC created the Order of the Virtues. Now, the purpose of the Order of the Virtues is to help put a stop to cyberbullies, to griefers, to ditchers, to cheats, to encourage people to work together to for the betterment of everyone and help each other out, because you can accomplish so much when you work together. And we created a treaty. We created a whole city and base for dealing with stuff, which I'm in at the moment, you can see here. And we created a community to help people out. And we were doing a lot of good with that community. Now, the agreement was my friend Miner would handle, we created and handle the community. I would handle everything, the running of everything else. And recently, Miner just suddenly turned round, said he was defriending me, no reason at all, did so, and that was bad enough. But today, when I went to invite someone to Order the Virtues community to finish off their introduction into their initiation into the group, what do I find? But everyone who doesn't play Fortnite has been removed from the group, and the name changed to, including myself, and the name changed to Come Play Fortnite All Night. So that's the kind of betrayal that Fortnite causes. Now, on to another subject. I would like to talk a little bit about something that's going on in Destiny 2. A couple of things. Colin, I'm actually in my Minecraft world doing this video. Tell you what, I'll do the video, keep watching, put comments in if you want, and then join the party once I'm done, okay? Okay, so basically I want to talk to you about some stuff that's been happening with Destiny 2. And personally, I'm not very happy about it, and I know a lot of people who aren't very happy about it. And there's one thing, and the next thing is something in Destiny 2 that I think a lot of people are not going to be very happy about. So I want to hear what all you guys have to say. Firstly, Sleeper Simeon is back. However, it is not the same gun as in D1. It takes 50% it's 50% longer charge time than in D1 and D2. And it does 50% less impact. Now, I've tested this gun out. As everyone knows, it's my favourite in Destiny 1 because of how much impact it has and what a cool and enjoyable gun it really truly is. But indeed, it's shocking. In Destiny 1, you can one phase a hard mode raid boss with it. On Destiny 2, you can't even one phase the worm boss on the story mission normal difficulty level in Warmind DLC. and every single perk has been replaced. None of the perks are the same either. If you read through those perks, the Destiny 2 Fusion, the Destiny 2 Sleeper Simulant, the roll on it is exactly the same as you would find on a standard exotic fusion rifle. One exotic perk and then a bunch of lousy, crappy perks. Most of the perks are stability. One gives it slightly increased reload speed as well as stability. But in Destiny 1, you had speed reload, which gave you almost instantaneous reload. You had 2 exotic perks, and the quest to get it is horrific. So let me know what you think about that, guys. But certainly, I would advise, don't bother with the quest. And if you already started the quest, finish it, but because you may as well know you started, but use the exotic blueprints if you want the gun for the other 2 characters. The other show I wanted to talk to you about is Faction Rally. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have, I don't know how many of you guys have joined up Faction Rally yet, but they've made some changes, and they have not delivered on improvements to Faction Rally anywhere near as much as I said they would. They promised us exclusive faction exotics. They promised us exclusive faction quests, and they promised us that they would make changes to it so it would make it 10 times more enjoyable and 10 times better than in Season 1 and 2. Now, let's start with the exotics, shall we? The only faction exotics you can get are exotic ornaments. Each faction has 1 exotic ornament, and it is for normal exotic, not a faction exotic. As far as I can see, there are no faction exotics. They've not delivered the faction exotic guns. The new armor, personally, I do not feel it's anyone. I mean, the Dead Orbit armor is a little bit better than the Season 2 one, but the new Monarchy armor, personally, I do not think is as good as the Year 2 Lion armor from the Monarchy was. But the new faction armor, my main issue with it is that you can't put shaders on it, you can't apply an ornament, apply an ornament, and you cannot attach masterwork cores. My second issue that I want you to know, that I want you to tell me your opinion on to do a faction rally, is that they've made a change which I think is horrific, shocking and retarded all in one package, and tied up with a little bow of stupidity as well. Now, I'm not sure how to tell you guys this because it's really, it's really a major thing I'm going to tell you. So basically, that's one of the reasons I said I put the stuff on this video in the order I did, because I wanted to, and this phrasing is just for you, Felix, if you're watching. I wanted to, shall we say, talk about the other stuff before we address the elephant in the room. Basically, as you know, the best thing about Faction Rally is you've been able to get all the armor and weapons for all the characters from all the different factions by signing them up with a faction. Well, now they've changed it so that it goes by account. Once you sign up with a faction, you are automatically with one character. The other two characters are automatically and immediately signed up by the system with that same faction, and there's nothing you can do about it until the next faction rally, which means if Dead Orbit have good guns but bad armor, in your opinion, and the Monarchy has the reverse, you have to pick between which one you want to have as bad. Destiny Demon. Okay, so you're saying Destiny 2 is a bit dead, Destiny Demon. Okay, so Destiny Demon is saying Destiny 2 is a bit dead. Well, fact of the matter is, you are right, but you are also wrong. If you get the base game for Destiny 2, and only the base game, no expansion pack, then it is absolutely lousy. And they could have done better on the Osiris pack. Yes, I know who it is, Destiny Demon. I try not to. Let's see if I can remember actually. Who are you? Oh yeah, you're the stinky drunk I saw in the streets last night. Well, the clan's okay. You want to know how things are, and you should watch some more of the videos. Luckily, like you said, Destiny's a bit dead. A bit frustrating because Bungie are basically making a mess of everything on Destiny 2. They did quite well with the new DLC, but it was way too short, and they're just making so many screw-ups. They're doing so much stuff that people don't like. Like the thing I was just talking about. For example, how Faction Rally is now by account, not by character. So if you have, you can't get you can't get the weapons you want and the armor you want if they're not on the same faction list. You have to pick one or the other. What I can tell you, what I'm going to tell you, Paul, is don't trust rituals, whatever you do. Don't trust him anymore, because he is a liar and an ass. I checked up in the official records, because Bungie now allow people to see each other's information about, well, basically everything that they do in game. And Red Wolf is full of shit. He hasn't been getting the highest score in our clan and helping us level up. He's been getting the lowest score in our clan. We had an 18-year-old girl who was a member of the clan getting 3 times what he got in the clan, and I was getting 2 times. Right, everyone on the Bungie site has an average amount of points they get for the week, each week, and for the season as a whole. Now, Rip's weekly average, this is the amount that he gets pretty much each week, is 5,000 points. In other words, he only runs one character, and only until he's done enough stuff to get its weekly personal contribution. I also checked up on his activities. He has not completed any of the Leviathan raids, and not only that, but in the first part where you carry the flags on the first Leviathan raid, he had over 150 deaths recorded in the same raid. There was a 10-year-old on one of the teams who had more precision shots than him. And he left my clan and said I was own one, and no one in it but him. 3 weeks on, there's no one in it but him, because he's so naff at it all, and because he's also because the only way because he can send in invites to people who are in other clans, trying to persuade them to leave. So they've just been thinking he's a douche and telling them to go to hell. As you do. And there's a whole list of other stuff as well. Anyways, guys, I want to know what you feel about the whole faction rally thing. And about the other thing as well. Anyways, a new Order of the Virtues community has been set up, and Order of the Virtues has not been phased, so the minor has not won. If you do want to join Order of the Virtues, simply search it up. Just go to Communities on PlayStation Network and type in Order of the Virtues. And then click on Request to Join. And you will join. And anything, whether it be cyberbullying, whether it be Sony not listening to you, whether it be stuff you need advice with in real life, then you'll get it there. But please, please, please remember that some communities are, this is something I'm going to say to you guys, some communities are ones which are limited to use for certain things, and the owners of them don't want you using them for things. Now, I've had people, now I don't know if it was deliberately or simply didn't have a chance to read the description. But I had people misuse a couple of my communities today, and I'd like to get it out there that these things aren't allowed, just as a quick reminder, okay? So, Line Academy, that is only for stuff to do with the actual Line Academy. It is not for showing off your games to each other. If you have an idea for showing, if you have an idea for a new Line Academy or whatever, then you can put that in. But you cannot just stick up whatever the hell you like. I had someone post a Fortnite picture in there today, and that's not what that's for. Also, in order of the virtues, I had someone post a Fortnite picture, and again, that's not what that's for. You know, these people are saying that they're doing well in Fortnite. No one cares. I'm not only nasty, but no one actually cares, because the bottom line is Fortnite Battle Royale is nothing but endless grinding and endless PvP. Now, some people might find that funny, I might find that fun, but most of us don't. So, do not try and use my communities for Fortnite, alright? Because it will be seen as a misuse. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and if you did enjoy this video, find it useful or enjoyable in any way, shape or form, please click that like button, maybe even sub.